Bro, that intro is hot. Sizzling.
Our top 5 variants on a budget.
One. All on a budget. You know us. We like the budget.
Well, yeah, the budget varies. Well, I will admit that. The budget varies a little bit, but you know me. I buy cheap books. I'm mostly a cheap comic buyer. But again, these are our top 5 variants on a budget. And we're looking again, obviously, at Thunderbolts. Since we've been doing Thunderbolts the whole show, should you be that surprised right now that we're doing some more?
Not surprised.
You shouldn't. Now, at first, I thought Marco was going to cover this one in the C list, so I didn't have it on the list. I was like, nah, he's going to do it in the C list, but I get it. It doesn't really fit what he was doing there.
Criteria is the C list, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't really fit the criteria, and I will also argue, well, not argue, I'll say I know there's some questions of whether you call a later printing a variant or not, but for our purposes here, we will. And I'm going with Thunderbolts 1, the second print, which I don't know if a lot of people know there is a second print for this.
I don't think they do.
You know,
because the original cover's what, green?
Yeah, it's like it's much darker. I don't know if it's. I think it's like a black and green, or it's much darker. This is a much brighter cover. The second print.
Yeah, way brighter. The pink is what gives it away.
Yeah, the pink definitely gives it away. But also check the barcode. You can see. I don't know if you can visualize it here, but the second to last number has a 2, so that tells you it's second print, cover 1, for the last 2 numbers there. But that's how the barcodes work. They actually do have a purpose. The numbers that they put in there. But yeah, this second print for number 1, and it's not too bad, all things considered, you know, for a property like this. I mean, yeah, it might run you about $30 or so. This is
that's an expensive auction. This book you can find.
You can find it for cheaper. I'm just saying, when I have to give you online prices because I can't. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to be able to give you evidence of I found this in a dollar bin. Plus, people found that in a dollar bin. My dollar bin's not like that.
I know. Everybody's dollar bin.
They're all different. They're different across the board. So, to level set everybody, I like to throw the online out there. But Thunderbolts 1 is definitely one to keep an eye out for in those boxes. Because, again, I don't know if a lot of people know this second print exists. And I don't know what the print run on this would be because it's 97. So, even like Comicron's not going to give you solid numbers on something back in those days.
And a lot of times too, people will look up Thunderbolts number 1, which is $1 fodder.
Yeah, it's not $1
fodder. Whatever. Yeah, it is $1 fodder.
It's a cheaper book.
Yeah.
It's gotten more expensive because of all the MCU speculation that Thunderbolts. So
let's see if I find one this weekend. I'll tell you how much I buy for.
Mm-hmm. Oh, again, digging in boxes is a different experience than looking online. But our next one is yet another second print. I know. It's another second print. But I kind of dig this second print. You get Yelena Belova. She doesn't have a lot of covers to begin with. So if you're interested in her from Black Widow, and you get Deadpool, I mean, people do like Deadpool. This is getting later in that run, as Marco had mentioned. This is 130, the second print for 130. You get the 2 of them on the cover, but this is still a cheap book.
Did they have anything to do with this book? I can't remember, but I don't think they even had anything to do with this book.
I think, well, he was in the run at this point. This was his, he had a little run there. Yeah. I don't remember her part in everything, but this was like the Deadpool run, and I think this was, I forget who did the regular covers. But that's always a good little run. The Deadpool cover run on Thunderbolts, right in this range, is also good to dig out of those boxes. But this, $10 this will run you free shipping. $10
free shipping. Look at that. It's like $5 to ship, $8 to ship. So
yeah, exactly. And again, this is the higher end one. Like I saw, this is July 10th. There was one that sold before. It was like $3 or $4, but you had to pay shipping, so they're probably about the same.
And they'd send it in media mailer for you. So
yeah, and you got to watch that. So yeah, what are you gonna do? Hopefully, you buy enough cheap books off of somebody's gonna send something media mail, and maybe this way they'll put it in a box or something for you.
Yeah. Don't send stuff media mail. Go ahead.
No, not for comics. Consider this. Media mail is built for like textbooks and things. So your little manila folder that you're mailing in there is getting thrown in the same bins as like boxes full of textbooks. Just get tossed and chucked on top of it. Which is why first class is the way to go, because it's maxed out at £1. Nobody's going to crush your stuff at £1.
Plus, I mean, make the customer pay for it. And this is the other thing. We can complain as much as we want about the postal service, but when you're sending stuff media mail, which you're not supposed to be sending it, complain about the service.
You're already skirting the rules there. You're already trying to get over.
All right. What's next?
Save $1. Like you're already trying to get over to save $1. Like, come on. Yeah. PSA over.
Yes, PSA is over.
The next one, it can be pricey. I get
this
it.
is a you only put this up because it's behind you.
It is
Guys,
next to me. I do
here.
love this Jock cover. This is a great cover, and it can get pricey, but why did this go back?
$9.99. That's a good price. That's not $9.99.
No. This is a 1 in 10, but that's the other thing. This is a 1 in 10, so this isn't just a B cover or a regular cover. This is a 1 in 10, which is, I know, a lower incentive, but Thunderbolts wasn't the biggest selling title of Marvel.
He does.
But $50 you can get when you can see here. $50, it can be had. I know $50 is kind of the high end of what I'm looking at here for the on a budget, but
it's come down a little bit. It has its height days, and it comes down. So like this isn't without reason.
Yeah,
no, I mean like
maybe you find it cheaper at an actual store or at a show.
You could probably get in the $40 range for this. Yep, especially if you negotiate.
But online, it could run you more than this. Like a lot of the asking prices are more. I will admit,
like $75, somewhere around there.
That's fine.
Because it had a height of around that for a while, and it's definitely come down. So,
but think about how many store variants you guys go out and spend money on the store variants, and you're paying $50 plus for sets of new books. I'm just saying, if that's your budget, you can look at these variants instead.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why I'm broadening. It's not just cheap on a budget. It could go to this point as well. It goes up to maybe about 50. To get cheaper,
in this market right now, that's pretty cheap, to be honest.
Yeah, in this market, that is a cheaper price.
Ooh, I like this one.
But this is the second print for 110, which is introducing this new team. You can see, they're all there. Like,
there's Radioactive Man being worthless.
Yeah. Right, and you got Penance right there, dead center. You got your Venom.
I like Penance. You got the weird Venom with his hand is like 50 feet out from
and I only just realized that this second print's relation to what we're going to do after this.
Yeah, because
this one
that's why I saw
it before. $20. So
I think this is like a $5 book, to be honest with you. I think I bought it for $5 recently.
Yeah, I think anywhere in that maybe up to $10 range is probably where you'll find this one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a second print, sure, to be sure. This 110, because again, this was heavier printed a little bit because introducing this new team, and of course, we're putting Venom in there.
By the way, this is part of the reason why I like this run. It's because it's if you know me, you know I like Ellis's stuff as far as like the Moon Knight stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Ellis and Deodato, which Deodato, it's either you're gonna like some of the stuff he draws. You could look at a Deodato thing and you're gonna like me at least. I like 75%, and there'll be like one thing that I'm just like, oh my god, that's the worst. And I think Pete has hit it on the nail. The Venom that he does is just the worst. But like the Bullseye and the Green Goblin and the Jack-o'-lantern and even the Penance that he does is kind of BA. The Swordsman is really good that he does too.
And we'll get there.
All right, sorry. Oh, did I screw up?
We're sticking with the same title.
Did I just crap all over it?
For number 4. It's a trap. So that's Sunday. Hold that for Sunday.
Eric, it's like, I think it's from like around, it's like from right around here.
Yeah, 110 to
like 140, 147. I want to say no. That's before that. No. It's like I think it's 108 to like 127. I think 127 ends it.
That might be ends it. That might be right.
So maybe it's 110 to 127.
Can't be 127. This is Diggle.
So it's 126.
Okay. Anyway, and look in the book next to me, it's Diggle. But that was 110, which is right in the heart of introducing the new team with Norman, running the show. But I know this one can also be pricey as well. This is the same issue, and this is the 1 in 20 of the regular issue. Awesome. I don't know if it's Lionel Yu. I don't know if I'm saying his name properly, but awesome Venom cover. Again, I know this can get pricey, but it could also be in that $50 range as well, as you can see here.
Honestly though, doubling the price pretty much for this book was hot as anything for a while. Like, when the usual pump and dump shows go and put it up there, of course it spikes. But like for it to come back down, like you'll see it around the next Venom movie when it comes out. They'll pump this one up again. But for double ratio for this is actually paying $40 for this book's pretty good, dude. I think. Yeah,
it is a great cover, but you still got to remember this is Mac Gargan Venom. Like, should you really care? It's a weird era for Venom, but an awesome Venom cover for him. I will admit that. So that is where we have this top 5, but we're going to go a little bit beyond it. I got a little extras, a little bit of a bonus. I didn't realize initially that the second print had this crew on it. All I could see was the Venom was not the same Venom. This wasn't the Lionel Yu Venom, but for our bonus books, which we're going to get into, after issue 110, the next 5 issues, they basically broke up that jam cover of all the characters together and gave, variants. And those all together, you can see all 6 of them together, $75. So if you're pricing that out, where the Venom is eating the chunk of that at 50, that means the other 5 are $5 a piece. So the rest of these books are very cheap. These are 5 to 10 usually in a box at the most.
Pete, you just answered our question on how long the Ellis run is with this.
This was it?
This is the Ellis run because you did.
Like,
no, I swear it's like 5. It's like maybe 7. This is it. Like this is it. This is the run.
Yeah, these Deodatos, they're great on their own. Like, yeah, that second print had all of them together, was cool, but I mean, Bullseye, look at him. He's got the cards like Gambit. He's holding them right there in his hands. He's holding a card with the Deodato signature on it. Like, that's awesome. Fantastic putting that together. And again, very, very cheap. Same thing with his pennants.
Oh, Elix pennant, because
great covers. And again, these are like $5-10 at most. So these are very, very cheap still.
Yeah, these were crazy ratios. He's right.
But and then Double Up, Swordsman, Songbird.
Songbird, yeah.
Yeah, that's 113. This is Billy Tan, though. I didn't realize that they had spread out the artists on these. So wait, that was not Deodato. Who is this? I can't read the.
Wasn't it?
No, that looks like maybe it's Pascal. Barry, maybe. I don't know the signature. I have to look these up after the fact. I know I should have done my research beforehand, but Billy Tan. It looks like I think he did this.
These are it though. This is the whole run for Ellis. So was it 5?
I got you. So it was that short?
Yeah.
And your favorite, Radioactive Man. Come on.
That's not a good.
He's so radioactive, you don't even see the artist's signature, nor can you see most of his body because he just glows. So I don't.
The artist is like, I have to draw this terrible character. I'm done.
Yeah, I don't know. It is 114, and then we'll wrap it up with team lead, Meteorite, Moonstone.
I actually like this. Who's this? Yeah. Do we know?
I can't make it out.
That's all right.
I know that box. I know that signature box, but I can't remember who it is.
Clayton Crane. Is that who this is?
No. Is it Crane?
Or is the last one? What? That's what JJ Maxwell says. JJ, which one's the Crane?
Behind.
Oh, yeah. He's always behind.
Well, I mean, everybody's behind on the live. Oh, that's right. This is Bianchi.
I like Bianchi.
I would say Simone Bianchi.
Crane is Radioactive Man. That sucks.
Yes.
That's
all right. That makes sense.
That's really unfortunate. All right.
Unfortunate for him. All right. So Bianchi.
JJ, the Ellis run is 10 through 15, right? It is. It's got to be.
It's got to be. It puts it right in there.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. But these covers together, and again, if you go back to that second print, man, what the heck? I'm just going to scroll back to it. Or snap back to it. That second print had all of them on there together.
Yeah.
So if you want to find them all together in one cheap place, just get them all there. This jam cover, like old school Image days.
That is cool. Yeah.
But I like them individual. I definitely like them individual as well. And
how much are those things going for? They're like a couple bucks, right?
Yeah, those ones. Yeah, 5, 10 at the most.
Ratio,
if you're going to be paying shipping, you find them you'll probably find them for cover in a back issue box or $3 or something. I don't think anybody really cares.
Well, they might now. You know what's funny is whenever we do the C list or whenever we see top 5, I see a lot of pictures show up the next week on people's Instagrams. And we appreciate
anything.
Feel free to tag us into that too, though, because we'll give you props for that, man. We appreciate you guys